Has Cooper Flagg already made up his mind about the 2025 NBA draft? Right now, all eyes are on Duke's five-star freshman phenom, Cooper Flagg.
Almost plays like an NBA style.
We're going to be playing against him in a few years.
Here's Flagg! Throw it down, big fella!
And for good reason. He's the projected #1 pick in the 2025 NBA draft. A once-in-a-generation talent who's already being mentioned in the same breath as some of the league's future faces. But here's the twist. Despite the hype, despite the mock drafts, and despite already landing major NIL deals with brands like Fanatics, Gatorade, and New Balance, Flagg hasn't declared for the draft yet. And that's where this whole thing could take a wild turn. Most people figured it was a lock. Cooper dominates for one season, boosts Duke to a deep tournament run, and then heads to the NBA to change a franchise. Simple, except Flagg himself hasn't closed that door on staying. He's seriously considered returning to college. That's not just unusual, it's almost unheard of for a player of his caliber. And with Duke heading into a high-stakes, Sweet 16 showdown against Arizona, the whispers around Flagg's future are growing louder. When head coach Jon Scheyer was asked about it during a media session at the Prudential Center, his response added fuel to the fire. "That's news to me that people are still talking about that. I didn't know that," Scheyer said, when asked about the ongoing conversations surrounding Flagg's next move. "So what's going on here?" Sheyer's words seem to suggest that Cooper has made up his mind, that the move to the NBA is a done deal. But the fact that Flagg hasn't publicly confirmed it? That's unusual. And in today's NIL era, where staying in college could mean serious money without the grind of the NBA schedule, it's not out of the question. But here's the thing, if Cooper Flagg does go pro, he's not just entering the league, he's changing it. He's the type of player who can instantly alter the trajectory of a franchise, tip the power balance, and potentially make whatever team lands him a playoff threat overnight. But if he doesn't, if he stays at Duke, that decision alone could shock the entire basketball world and shake up the league's long-standing pipeline from college to the pros. Either way, Cooper Flagg's decision is bigger than just Duke. It's a move that could genuinely break the NBA as we know it. And it's not like he's fading into the background while in college. Cooper Flagg is already dominating at Duke, leading the Blue Devils in everything. 18.7 points, 7.5 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1.4 steals, and 1.3 blocks per game. That's a stat line most NBA players would envy. After suffering an ankle injury in the ACC tournament, Flagg came back strong just in time for the NCAA tournament, proving that he's built to overcome adversity. In a February interview with The Athletic, Flagg said, "I still feel like a kid. This is the only way I've ever known college. That's how I see it. I really wouldn't know how kids felt before. And if this feels different, if this feels more like being a professional. I mean, it's the same thing for kids in high school too, getting paid a lot of money. I don't know. I feel pretty normal." It's that mindset, that just another day mentality, that makes him different. He's got the poise and focus of someone who's been around the block, even though he's just 18. Coming out of Montverde Academy, Flagg was the top recruit in the 2024 class, finishing with a perfect 247 sports composite score of 1.0000. He picked Duke over UConn and a slew of other programs, and it's safe to say that was a huge win for the Blue Devils. As if the hype wasn't already massive, Flagg's performance has exceeded expectations. He started the season as the potential #1 pick, but his play has only solidified that status. By the time he turned 18 on December 21st, he was already the focal point of Duke's offense, stepping up in ACC play and proving he's not just another top recruit. In 20 ACC games, Flagg averaged 21.2 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 4.4 assists, earning both the ACC Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year awards. And let's not forget, he also made All-American honors. But what sets him apart is his two-way dominance. He can lock up multiple positions on defense, all while putting up crazy numbers on offense. He became only the 4th Division I freshman in the past 25 years to average 20 points per game on 50% shooting and 40% from 3 in conference play. Not bad company, right? And then, of course, there's the March Madness magic. In Duke's Sweet 16 win over Arizona, Flagg broke the game open. He put up 25 points, grabbed over 5 boards, dished out 5 assists, and blocked 3 shots. You know who the last player to do that was? Dwyane Wade. Yes, that Dwyane Wade, in 2003. That's the level of impact Flagg's having in his first year. Now, let's be real here. There's very little that's going to stop Flagg from being the number 1 pick in this year's NBA draft. He's doing everything on the floor, scoring, rebounding, facilitating, defending, and he's doing it all at a high level. If you loved the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community. However, the main question remains. After that, which team would be interested in selecting such a promising talent? Everyone is focused on Flagg, and it's understandable. As we explore the most recent mock draft, the Utah Jazz find themselves in a favorable position with a solid opportunity to secure the highly sought-after number 1 pick and acquire Flagg. Now, let's be real. Utah's tanking efforts and that hefty $100,000 fine will feel like a bargain if they manage to draft Cooper Flagg. This kid is the definition of a do-it-all forward. From relentless hustle to making every teammate around him better, he's the complete package. And let's not forget the jumper. Flagg's three-point shot is as dialed in as it gets. Currently leading Duke to the Sweet 16, he's proving to everyone that he's not just a great offensive weapon, but a defensive one as well. His ability to lock down opponents while also creating plays on the other end makes him arguably the best two-way prospect in this draft class. So, what does this mean for the Jazz? Pairing him with Lauri Markkanen would form a dynamic front-court duo capable of stretching defenses and shutting them down on the other side. His playmaking ability would seamlessly fit alongside guys like Isaiah Collier and Keontae George too. But here's the real thing. Utah doesn't just need a solid contributor. They need a player who can elevate their entire team. That's where Flagg's growth as a shot creator comes into play. If he can keep developing that part of his game, we could be talking about an all-star floor with the potential to reach Hall of Fame heights. As Cooper Flagg gets ready to make his decision, the future of the NBA could very well be in his hands. If he chooses to enter the draft, things are about to get interesting. But here's the question. Has he already made up his mind, or is he still weighing a return to Duke? Either way, this isn't just about one player. It's about a generational talent who could flip the NBA on its head. So what do you think? Will Flagg go pro, or will he shock the world and stay in college? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear it all. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss what's coming next. Big moves are on the horizon, and we've got you covered every step of the way. Until next time, stay locked in.